Ji, my publisher Mr. Bharat of Sri Book Center, my editor Mrs. Sandhya Sridhar, the editor from Sri Book Center Mr. Lenin de Cruz, the illustrator Mrs. Ladita Tyagarajan, Swamiji from the Ramakrishna Mission, Swami Meenakshi Murugappan, Mrs. Sumati Srinivas from the V magazine, members of the family, my friends and distinguished guests. Of course the press, I welcome the press. Thank you all for joining me and my family today to participate at the launch of my new book. I am truly humbled by your presence here this evening, and I hope you will indulge me for a few moments while I share a few thoughts about this project and what it means to me. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to everyone who helped make this book a reality. My publisher and my family and my editor. Writing a book is a long and often a solitary process, and it's the people around us who provide the motivation and inspiration to keep going. My husband, Mr. Gangadaran, has been a pillar of support. My first book was called 360 at 60. It was a book on the trials and tribulations of a middle-class family, a homemaker. I wrote about the stories of the paternal side of my family, my maternal side, stories of the family I got married into, a chapter on my school, on my college, family customs, a segment dedicated to my children and grandchildren, and I had documented the family tree carefully for posterity. My father wrote the preface for the book, and he quoted from Thomas Gray, and I quote him today. Let not ambition mock their useful toil, their homely joys and destiny obscure, nor grandeur hear with disdainful smile the short and simple annals of the poor. He goes on to say, autobiographies need not be the preserve of only politicians, retired bureaucrats, generals, businessmen and the like. I was ecstatic. The self-esteem of the homemaker got magnified. Yes, I set out to write when I was young, a small poetry on my first plane travel like an enamored child. A travelogue on my visit to the monuments in Delhi and the Taj. I wrote a lot. My small thoughts, impressions, ideas and notions which I felt relevant, but all of them eventually landed in the litter basket. But I never gave up. The real opportunity came some 15 years back when Mrs. Sumati Srinivas of the V magazine gave me the opportunity to write on the Navaratri celebrations. I was introduced to her by my Samandhi, Mrs. Shanti Chandrasekhar. There has been no looking back. I realized that I could translate my thoughts, my imaginations into words. I had a chance to write on Thiruvalluvar and Thirukkural during the Pongal issue of the magazine. This came in for a lot of appreciation. Late Mr. Dharma of the V magazine was so elated that he asked me to do a column on people similar to Thiruvalluvar, who declares that all human beings are equal by birth. He believed in rational inquiry and condemns all superstitious beliefs. I started researching and started writing on people who had beliefs akin to these values. These people I have categorized and called them saints. According to Swami Sivananda, who is a saint? He who lives in God, or the eternal, who is free from egoism, likes and dislikes, selfishness, vanity, mindness, lust, greed and anger, who is endowed with equal vision, balanced mind, mercy, tolerance, righteousness and cosmic love, and who has divine knowledge is a saint. I noticed that every part of India had rendered people who had similar values. I also perceived that in today's day and age, while there is great emphasis on personal spirituality, there has been a sidelining of the historical understanding of key figures in Indian religious history. I simply thought, why not knit India through such extraordinary people who live their lives preaching such high ethics. I also realized while browsing that the social evils and cultural developments and ritualization of social acts had overtaken the simple morals of religion and humanistic values that they espouse over the course of time. This book is an attempt to throw light on the men and women who revived and refreshed spiritualism and true living for the people of their times and whose teachings are relevant even today. The saint, according to me, can be a guru or an acharya, or a preceptor or a sant. A significant number of them are remembered for their compositions, poetry that is often sung in devotion to a particular deity and their innumerable forms. While these saints appeared as articles in a magazine, my husband has been wanting to print them and place it in the public domain for a very long time. A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is a reality. The family now in 2022 decided to take it from the archives of the home to the public realm. My daughter Madhura is a good friend of Sandhya Sridhar. She got in touch with her regarding this project. Sandhya informed Madhura that Sri Book Center were actually looking for someone who could help them with some content for Saints of India. After looking through the soft copies of the script, Sandhya was happy to work around the content and edit it for me. She had faith in the material. Sandhya is the go-to person for creating material worthy of publication. Mr. Paresh Bua got in touch with me regarding the project. He was extremely kind and respectful and was willing to publish the same. The dots were connected. As they say, you need to be at the right place at the right time with the right people